Hey everybody, this is Dan from D&E Smoked Meats. I'm just about to start the night shift here. That means that I'm just back from the beach and I'm putting on some pork. And I thought to myself, I wonder if anybody's curious what it's like to actually be in this kitchen and what it's like beyond what you see from the door. So this is your perspective from the door. And I'm gonna just turn my camera around and then give you a little tour of the place. If that works, join me. So as you walk in, you see this is our grab and go fridge. So down there, this is beef tenderloin, mac and cheese, our beautiful bacon, salads, macaroni, beans, and today was chicken day. And I got a good example of that process for you later. But when you're standing here, this is about what you can see. And that's about it. So let's go in and we'll see what that's like. So welcome to our kitchen. I've shut all the fans down to make sure that you can hear. But I'll start you off right here. This is the Southern Pride MLR 150. That's our main smoker. And back there you can see that's the wood door. And then here you can see the rotisserie racks. So Dryden's done a great job to clean them up, and the food goes in there. We set the temperature down here and the timer. So pulled pork's going to be going on for 12 hours. That's why we put it on now. That's the smoker. That's our oven down here. Pretty typical. All the vessels are clean on the top. And that's called a salamander. And what that does is it puts grill marks or melts all the cheese on the top of anything. Can't do that in a commercial propane stove. I wanted to point out a couple things in here. It's very bright so that we can see everything and so that you can see everything. And I don't know how well you can tell, but Dawn just finished her shift in here and you can eat off the floor and all the equipment is clean. Dish rack, everything is clean, been put away. So I'm going to give you a perspective here that we started off with, but not everybody's seen it. So this is one end of our kitchen here to the other. So at the very start, I took a picture that looked like this, and it's pretty close to the same thing with some bumps and bruises. But other than that, it's just a worn-in kitchen, but everything's at least as clean as when it started and maybe more. Over here you see some orders and the fridge and freezer storage chart. This is what we call Jonah's fridge here. That has all of our regular grocery items. This is called a blast chiller here. Sometimes we say it a little bit fast. A blast chiller is after you've cooked something, you throw it in here, and that's chicken there. It's not frozen, but it's been in the blast chiller for 15 minutes. At minus 36, air blowing on it, to drop the temperature as fast as we can so that all the juice stays in and it doesn't cook any longer. Of course, we have a commercial sized coffee pot. Anybody who knows me knows that we're going through some coffee here. Part of our setup is to have a holding oven. So this one is used for holding meats at the end of the day. And then this one here, you can see we're cooking a bone broth in there. This one is probably pushing 36 hours now. And tomorrow it'll be at 48, and we'll take it out, strain it, and use it in some of our recipes. This is our freezer here. And you'll see that we have a lot of counter space. And that's because we do, large meal prep. And we prepare in mass cooking. So tonight I'm going to be doing, say, a dozen pork shoulders for the pulled pork. That's the meat room. I'll take you in there in a second. This is what we call the Can Crusher 1000. It's a giant vacuum packer. And that's how we get everything sealed off for the meals that are in the fridge. We've got a big retro slicer here. Only cooked meats are sliced on that. And this is the meat room here. So we've got a few of our essential ingredient rubs. They're all kept separate. in this room as opposed to being mixed in with anything else. These are the mixtures for the sausages that we're doing tomorrow. There's the sausage mixer. Again, 3-pot sink. This is the surface for it here. It's a Teflon coated board that we can use for both a cutting board and sausage stuffing surface. And then earlier I said that the other fridge was our grocery